Alright, so this is going to be a map completion tutorial. I'm going to be doing this in parts. So this is just going to be part one. We're going to do some early game. I'm going to talk about, things to keep in mind when you're learning the category. Ammo management, route variations even. And then also I will be doing an extended, section for true completion after I finish these tutorials. So I'll be highlighting like all the differences between map completion and true completion. But yeah, I think I'll just get right into it. I will be saying things like, I might, hopefully I'll try not to, but I might say things like, do this like hundo, or just do hundo here, basically. I'll try not to, because you don't need a map, or a 100% item completion background to be able to do map completion. But it certainly does help, because you learn, a lot of the higher tech movement, the intricacies of having space jump and screw attack and plasma beam, all that junk. But yeah, I'll try to be as detailed as I can with things that are specific to map completion. But yeah, so the very first thing I'll just talk about right now. Ceres Ridley. This is going to be annoying. So Ceres Ridley, his boss tile doesn't actually show up on the map. Basically what the devs of SM did to reduce sort of processing power, they turn off the map when you're in boss rooms, and Ceres Ridley is included as a boss. So you have to re-enter Ceres Ridley's boss room in order to grab this tile, because the map is turned off right now, so you can't actually turn the tile pink. So the best way I find to do this is to door check the door as best as you can. Try and play around with this. And then you're going to do another door check. So you'd basically do two door checks back to back. And you can actually, the second door check is pretty early. You can do it way earlier than you think. At least that was my experience. I didn't think I would be able to do the second door check so early. Let me try and get another 87. I want an 87. Now this has become a room grinding tutorial. But yeah, you get the point. You want to do two door checks back to back. Really lenient, in my opinion. Okay, alright. Saving here. So my cue is when Samus's half of Samus's body is kind of in the door. Then I turn around like that. Ooh, 62, that was good. You kind of want to cut Samus's body in half using the edge of the door, basically. Or the door frame, I guess. And then here. So once you do the two door checks, you're gonna hold an angle, you can hold up, whatever. Anything you use to basically ledge grab, just so you can land on the ground sooner, and then you can start running. 21 is really good. I don't think I've gotten that in a run, but it would be sick too. Anyways, alright, so yeah, that's basically the full extent of what's different in series. Everything else is the same. So yeah, obviously I'm assuming that if you're watching this tutorial, you've at least done any percent for Super Metroid, so the early game is going to be basically exactly the same, with only that one tiny difference of having to get Series Ridley's tile. Anyways, so yeah, the kind of times you want to be shooting for is like 44, 45s. Having to detour to get the Series Ridley tile is like about a second lost, give or take a few frames maybe. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and skip ahead to the first difference. So the rest of the early game, like I said, totally the same as any percent KPDR or 100%, right? If you only have experience in Hundo, you're gonna want to run through the pirates. Obviously, you don't have to waste missiles. And then, so here we go. Now we're at the early supers room. Our first difference between, you know, your standard any percent run. You're going to want to deboost off of the second waiver after getting the super, like 100%. This deboost isn't necessary for the timing for that second waiver, but you know, I am a dirty room grinder and I like to have good times. So yeah, you want to deboost off the waiver like that. The deboost inputs are buffered, so when you see the text box of the super pop up, you just hold back and jump, and that's it. And it's a free deboost basically. And then, so here, there are some missiles. So keep in mind, the nice thing about map completion is you can basically pick up as many items as you want, right? There is no restriction on the item count. This isn't low percent, this isn't 100%. So you can grab as many items as you want, but I would advise to stay below 35 missiles. Try and pick up only a maximum of 30 missiles. In my map completion runs, I go for 25 missiles. 30 is fine, you know. You want to have 30 just so Golden Chorizo doesn't do his beam attack, and he only throws eggs at you. So you can farm him for supers. That's super important later on because you're so stretched thin on super counts and missile counts and power bomb counts, like everything. Your ammo management is crucial in this category. So it really helps to be able to farm those drops for GT and be able to do it consistently, right? So you really want to stay under 35 missiles. So yeah, these missiles are pretty slow to get though. if you did want to get a maximum of 30 missiles, there are a couple other ones that are much faster than this one. So for this room, you basically just want to pop right at the edge of this pipe right here. As you can see, if you're looking on the map in the top right, Samus doesn't even have to like come out of the pipe, and she's getting the tile. So you can cut this pretty short if you're feeling ballsy. Just go like that. You know, if you want to make this consistent, then as soon as you see Samus pop out of the pipe, you just go back in. And then, so doing this reverse mock ball is kind of tricky. I try and like save as many frames as I can by jumping a bit early and then down grabbing like that to get on the ledge. If you want to have make sure you have a completely 100% consistent run speed, then I would bonk the ledge first, then down grab and jump. But I kind of, you know, I cut corners a little bit there. Just trying to jump a little bit sooner. Oh, actually, one thing about Morph Ball that I do want to point out, for saving like 2 frames everywhere, basically. It's not like a huge deal. But if you want to be able to turn around in Morph Ball like quickly, you actually want to let go of whatever direction you're holding, then tap the other direction. If you do it too quickly, like Samus kind of slides in Morph Ball. She slides a little bit and then turns to the other direction. So if you want to like move quickly back and forth in these like morph passageways, just let go of the direction you're holding for like a frame or 2 frames, then tap the other direction. Try not to go too fast with it, because you'll actually lose time by going too fast. Anyway, so we're going to do the reverse mock ball just like 100% if you have experience with that. It's tight. You got to do a pretty short hop mock ball. Just takes practice is all. And then, yeah, these missiles are actually really slow to get. I definitely would not get these missiles underneath here. So you just unmorph as soon as you can. Try to really, like, push those frames. Just don't fall in the crumble blocks like that. And there you go. The jump is pretty tight. I haven't really found a way to make this next room like quick. It's kind of brutal because you basically have to land on that ledge. You have to land on this ledge, so it's just kind of obnoxious. Just little time save things. Alright, anyways, so there you go. And then the rest of this Pink Brinstar cleanup, first visit, is exactly the same as any other category you'd do it. You do want the charged missiles early. Since this is map completion, you know, you're stretched thin for missiles. And you're not coming back to Brinstar for a very long time. So I would definitely pick these up. And then you pick up Charge Beam. Charge Beam is so useful in map completion. I try to make full use of it to conserve supers and missiles and all that jazz. It helps so much. There we go. Finally. And then we have Green Hills. Green Hills is actually pretty annoying in this category. So, as you notice, we're going to skip this tile, the one that I'm in right now, bottom left one. We'll be coming back for it later. But this pipe tile you do want to get early. So you don't have to go the full way. You don't have to even see the missile. As soon as like Samus is fully inside like the green part of this tube, then you know you have the tile. So you basically just want to get past this entryway into the green part and then roll out. So yeah, you actually don't want a mock ball here. You just do 2 wall jumps. 2. Try and get in that hole and then morph. And then you want to start charging a beam when you come out. And then this is like probably one of the most annoying tiles in the entire run, is this one right here. It's hard to get it without losing time, basically. Yeah, so I do that turnaround there just to KO the bug, but that's sort of like the KOing of the bug is a backup, basically. Optimally, you do not want to get hit by the bug because you want to get a damage boost off of this guy. Yeah, it's tough. I just try jumping as soon as I can. There we go. Boom. The sooner you jump, the more likely you are to not get hit by that bug. But on the flip side, if you jump too early, you're not even going to get the tile. Or maybe you do actually get the tile. I have had it happen before where I did not get the tile. Yeah, like that, see? I jumped too early and I didn't get the tile. So it's rough. I would just try playing around with this strat in particular. This is one of the ones that you really need to practice and just get a feel for. Because, yeah, all these enemies all in your way is so annoying. You just need to do a tiny hop. Like, it does not need to be huge. I think basically any jump really will do. Yeah. You can use missiles here if you want. If you have more than 5 missiles, you can missile the side hoppers. If you have 5 missiles, I really don't think you should be using missiles. Unless you want to bank on a lucky drop later on. Because, yeah, missiles are a hot commodity. You do not want to waste missiles. Yeah. There, I think I jumped too late. There we go. Almost had it. But yeah, basically that's the gist of the strat. There's really no way to grab that tile without losing time, basically. Unless you're good at the game. Damn. It's just a rough tile. There we go. Alright, and we're through. Okay. Alright, so red tower, mostly the same. Do whatever strat you prefer. But it is super, super important, very important, that you shoot this door early. You can get this tile, the refill room, you can get it early if you want. You can get it when I get it, which is coming back up here after Norfair. It really doesn't matter. I think the difference is maybe 1 or 2 frames. So it's really preference. But it is very important that you open this door early. Because when you do come back here, you have no supers to spare at all. Super count, like I said before, it's really, really important that you manage it well. So you do have a super to spare here, which is a good thing. Coming back up, though, I definitely would not waste a super trying to open this door. So if you don't do the moonfall, it's fine. Actually, yeah, let me show the strat you would do if you don't have moonfall, or if you just don't moonfall here. Just like that. I like selecting missiles. Oh wait, no, you can't use missiles there. I forget. That's a true completion thing. Yeah, don't use missiles. You only can do that if you're running true completion. So yeah, it doesn't matter as much if you don't have moonfall. This strat's pretty easy. You know, you just make sure you open that door before you jump in here. That's it, basically. Super free. If you do the moonfall, it's a bit more complex. Basically like that. It's pretty, it's an awkward strat, I'll admit. Hard to optimize. Let me actually save down here. Actually, it doesn't even look like it's faster. Oh wait, that's because I saved. Yeah, that's right. There you go. It is the time save you get from the moonfall is much less because you have to open this door so awkwardly. But yeah, definitely make sure you open that door nonetheless. It's so important. And then, sorry to all you Spazer fans out there, but we skip Spazer. It's just not useful in map completion. Not worth. Luckily for me, I hate Spazer, so it's all good. I don't care. But yeah, I mean, if you really do like Spazer, I mean, go ahead, grab it. It doesn't matter, I guess. If you don't do X Factors on Phantoon, then yeah, it's cool. You don't have to menu off Spazer to X Factor, but yeah, it's just not worth. It's a time loss. What? So you open this door and then door check it. Just turn around and grab that tile. Oh my gosh. Okay. There you go. You want to make sure that you jump high through this door, just like in 100%, because you want to fix the door. Door fixes in this category are actually so like intricate and complex, and they honestly add like a whole another layer to movement through rooms, basically, because sometimes you do want to door check a door, but there are other cases where you actually do not want to door check doors, and it's all variable depending on how you enter rooms previously, you know, the strats you do, all that jazz. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Make sure you're paying attention to doors. Yeah, so yeah, jump through the door check, grab this tile, and then we're gonna do like a modified mock ball, kind of like 100%, but since we have less speed and no spazer, you have to shoot while you're jumping and then aim down. Actually, maybe I think you can make this without aiming down, I think. But yeah, the problem is like you don't have enough speed to make it over here. So you want to aim down just to compress your hitbox so you get more airtime, basically. So yeah, the aim down is like what basically makes this strat possible. Makes it way more lenient too. And yeah, there we go. And then you just want to get a charge shot going. To get this CAC super. And then now we have Kraid entrance. This is a pretty neat strat. I kind of like it. Basically, it's an angle down shot super mock ball. Super easy. It's not free, but with a little bit of practice, if you have the right cues, it's not that bad. I kind of do this mock ball off of feel, honestly. I don't really use cues. But if you just play around with it a little bit, I'm sure you could find one. Maybe something with a full jump. Just to make things easier. Yeah. I'm sure you could find something like that, like, you know. Okay, so yeah, and then with this tile, it's really important, very, very, very important, that you land before you unmorph. What has happened to me before is I get this strat and everything, and then I unmorph a little too early. And if you look at the map, I did not get the tile. You have to be crouched to get this tile. It's absurd. It's really lame how this tile works, but yeah. If you unmorph too early, you won't get the tile. So just make sure you keep that in mind. Try not to push the frames too much, right? Still want to get that tile and then enter Kraid. Okay, so in this situation, I have extra missiles now. I'm at 7. So I'll just show both strats. What you would do with missiles and without. Obligatory shoutouts to Dr. Girlfriend for this strat. But yeah, basically, without missiles, you want to charge a beam. I get that this strat could be a little bit complicated for some people. You do not have to do this wall jump that I'm doing. You can just jump through the door and just have a charge, and it's all good. But the wall jump is faster. Just, you know, keep that in mind, I guess. If you're looking to save some frames. And then you can just pseudo screw the key hunter and then oops. Mock ball. Come on. What? Jeez. Oh. Yeah, so you want to mock ball pretty early. There you go. Lay a bomb and then grab the save room. With a door check, of course. Since you have to jump anyways to get up to the ledge, you might as well just door check as well. It is a little bit slower to like run on the ledge that the save room is on, right? You can also do it with a missile if you have a spare missile and it's more comfy for you. wonder if like actually taking damage is faster from that key hunter. No, it's not. You need the right height, but anyways, so yeah. I also have seen Ruya do this. I kind of don't like that strat too much. Because I feel like it's dependent on your arm pumps and the timing of your shot and everything. It feels like it could go wrong pretty easily. But yeah, it's whatever's most comfortable for you, you know? So if you do want to try doing this P-shot thing, go ahead. It's basically just to stun the key hunter so you can mock ball under it or just run under him basically. Yeah, now I can't get it. I have no idea I was getting it before. Like, what the heck, man? It's weird. It's a weird strat. Okay. So we're gonna door check. Open the door. Reverse mock ball. And then the cool thing about this shot here, it opens the, like, yeah, this block for you basically for free. So you can just unmorph and shoot and then run and fall in. Really free. You can try like squeezing a jump in there. That is like barely optimal, but it's also a little tight, like that. Here we go. Use your last super on the mini Kraid. And we have the Kraid fight. Same as every other fight, basically. This is why you want to save those missiles. It's so important that you want to save missiles. Because you're kind of forced to do the 2 missile, 3 super, quick kill. If you get, I guess... Yeah, I don't know. You would have to like really figure out some workaround to be able to not do the 2 missile, 3 super quick kill. But yeah, you're just so like stretched out for supers that this is kind of necessary to learn. And then, so this is like this pretty annoying part about map completion, but you want to make sure that you get 1 super drop from Kraid and then some missile drops. So make sure that you wait for the drops so you can pick all of them up. You want at least 2 missiles. Am I right on that? You want to have the right combination to be able to open the super door that's going to the Kraid refill, and then kill mini Kraid, and then still be able to kill the pirates too. So there's a lot of you know, killing that's going on. Why is my camera acting up now? That's great. Excellent. Well, whatever, man. So yeah, like 10 missiles, 2 supers, perfect. Like this is what you want to see. So for every other boss that's not Series Ridley, you get the map tiles for free, basically. I think like the SM devs realized that you weren't going to get the map tiles, so it kind of like gave it to you. But they didn't realize that when they were first making Series. Something like that. So you get the tiles for free, so that's why doing the Kraid quick kill is like okay in this category, because you do not have to get the tiles up top. You get them for free after killing Kraid. Then gonna want to do a D-boost. And shoot up. You want to make sure that like your D-boost is pretty solid to be able to like get all the way over here. It is kind of a tight D-boost. And yeah, and then you want to make sure that you jump as high as you can through this door. This door is like really freaking bad if you don't jump. Yeah, that's horrible. So make sure you jump. Gotta jump. Okay. Door check the door, grab that tile, come back. Try to do as small a jump as you can. You want to run for as long as you can and jump as low as you can. It's kind of like a tight fit to get through all of this. So yeah, it just, you know, takes practice. Then, since I have 10 missiles, I can use missiles on Mini Kraid. If I had 3 missiles or less, I would use a super on Mini Kraid just to save the missiles, so I can use them on the pirates instead. But I have loads of missiles, so I can use them on the pirates. If you're like really strapped on missiles, if you're at 0 here basically, I will show you an alternate strat for this room. So here we go. If you have like, yeah, basically if you have 0 missiles here, right, you use them all to try and be fast, then you're gonna have to do the bomb strat. I try to basically aim for, this is what I aim for. To the left of this X right here. Like the center of this X. Try and lay the bomb right here. Maybe you can actually like lay it pretty far right, like over here. The height is pretty important though. You want to make sure that the bomb height is solid. And then do a turnaround to grab the E-tank, and hopefully the B-Tums will get killed by the bomb. Yeah, Eddie, I don't know what happened to my camera. It just like fucking went out of focus, dude. It's lame. So yeah, that's the bomb strat. If you do have missiles to spare, then you can just, you know, aim up, do that. They're pretty similar in time, actually, if I remember correctly. So if you actually find the bomb strat to be more consistent, then be my guest. Yeah, they're almost identical in time, so it's whatever's more consistent. And then here you just do 2 P shots. Hopefully it drops you a missile. A missile here is actually more that's better. You want a missile rather than a super or health or whatever. You're not going to get health, but definitely want that missile. And then the mock ball into Norfair. So, yeah, that's basically it for this first part. I'll cover the rest of Norfair in the next part whenever I get around to that. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have like around 10 parts for the map completion tutorial. So yeah, that's about it.